Depending on who you ask, floor 7 is either right around the corner or miles away, but judging by Jayaverman's Twitter, I'd say it's right around the corner. We don't know a lot about the specifics, but what we do know is that the boss is called Matchsor. Matchsor enjoys explosions, and Matchsor is described as a young wither. Based on a short Twitter video posted by Jayaverman, then you can see that Matchsor is a tiny wither, so small that you could probably squish him with your feet, but something game balancing something difficulty, so that's probably not a valid strategy. Instead of endlessly picking apart a 12-second clip to speculate, I'm going to give you some helpful advices, because chances are this is an extremely unfinished boss fight or Jaya sharing a bug on Twitter as he did back with Floor 4's release. What I can say is, if you use a melee weapon, get yourself a legendary wither skeleton pet. The damage reduction and increase against withers is way more than any other pet in the game can offer, and the wither effect is a surprisingly good ability that puts this amongst the best pets for dungeoneering in general anyway. First tip, get geared. No, wait. Don't skip ahead yet. If you've already seen the video about dungeons gear we made, then I still have more to add. Based on feedback and my own experiences, I'd say that I no longer recommend using perfect tier 9 or above for this floor. It just doesn't hold up against necromancer armor at all. Get yourself some necromancer armor, and if a full set is too expensive, then substituting the chestplate out for a converted dragon armor piece or tier 9 plus is still fine and a lot cheaper. Left-click mages with a Shadow Fury or Giant Sword are also extremely overpowered now and are significantly better than ability mages, so if you can get yourself a left-click mage build, then, well, get one. Final note, completely forgot to include the Livid Dagger for Berserkers. It's still the best sword for single target DPS. Second tip, get good. Dungeons is a grind, and you have to grind dungeons. Get your level as high as you reasonably can, and gain game sense as you play too. If you want a guide on getting good at dungeons, check out our Ultimate Dungeons guide we made just last week, as it teaches you everything you need to know. Release day dungeons are going to be hard, so you need every advantage you can get. The actual dungeon floor is probably going to be very easy, but the boss, not so much. Get every single secret you can to make sure you get all of the blessings for that floor, and get secrets and puzzles as fast as possible too, as blessing buffs are based on the speed in which you find them. Make sure you've spent your essence on dungeon buffs too. You're probably sitting on a bunch of wither or undead essence, and buying stat boosts will help you greatly. The most important being the Forbidden Blessing in the Wither Essence shop, acting as a 1% all stats boost whilst in dungeons. Third tip, how can I say this, but get friends. When a floor first releases, it's a mad dash to get in as fast as possible, so you're going to want people around you who are able to run with you and not immediately die. The party finder is okay, but you can never really guarantee the quality of a teammate there, so it's better to find a community of dungeon runners or a guild that does dungeons so you can run with people. If you plan to tackle floor 7 on release day, then there's a good chance that you are already well apt in the dungeons community and know who to ask, but if you aren't, then ask your friends where they get their teammate from and try to form a team for release night. This is about all I can really offer you in terms of advice until more is known. As usual, we will make a video on the floor when it releases, and as is tradition, we will get this to you extremely fast and accurate so you can know everything you may need to know as soon as possible. My best guess is that this boss will also offer chests if you fail the boss at a certain phase, because it is going to be hard, so it's worth a try even if you can't beat it. Have a good rest of your day, and I hope you don't actually step on an extremely small wither, because that sounds painful.